When the sun comes back and the first quail calls, follow the drinking god, for the old man is a-waiting for to carry you to freedom if you follow the drinking god.
Follow the drinking god. Follow the drinking god, for the old man is a-waiting for to carry you to freedom if you follow the drinking god.
The Assin Manso slave market, also referred to as the Slave River, is a sacred place of remembrance and is located in the central region of Ghana.
Following the drinking god.
Follow the drinking god. Follow the drinking god, for the old man is a-waiting for to carry you to freedom if you follow the drinking god.
Here, the mortal remains of Madam Crystal from Jamaica and Samuel Carson from the USA, both slaves, were reinterred in 1998.
Follow the drinking god.
History has it that because of the inhumane nature of slavery and the torture it came with, Madam Crystal then decided to embark on a hunger strike to starve herself to death because the torture was just unbearable. So this is Madam Crystal. Samuel Carson, on the other hand, is the first African American to rise to the position of the senior Navy officer. So when they got to Assin Manso on the 31st of July 1998, we had a very, very big funeral for them, just to reinterment them here. Then on the 1st of August, we started observing the Emancipation Festival. That's how come 2019 is 21 years of emancipation and marking 400 years of African resilience.
Where I walked the devil in hell, said Johnny baptized me. I say roll, Jordan, roll, roll, Jordan, roll.
The Memorial Wall of Return was erected to serve as a remembrance wall where people of African descent can leave a message after their visits.
Some say John was a Jew, but I say John was a preacher, cause my Bible says so.
During the whole trance, we had different forms of capturing. Is that fine? And what the captives had to do to protect themselves and their families from the raiders is that they had to come up with innovative ideas to defend their family and themselves. So we had captives who lived on the river, like in Zulezu. We had captives who had to go live in the mountains and the caves. And when you get to the upper east region and the upper west region, you had captives who built a very strong defense to protect themselves, not to have an easy access for the capturers to enter their buildings. What other people also did is that they had to plant the mimosa plants at the edges of their houses or their buildings because of how sensitive the plant is. Yes, as at the touch of this plant, it closes up. And when it's free, it opens. So these were indications captives had to use. So when you wake up, it's been checked intermittently within a frame of 15 to 10 minutes. So when you wake up and you see it's closed, it means that your enemies are around. And when it's open, it means you are free to go out. So let's all take a critical look at it. Just at the touch of it, it's going to behave as if it's dead. So 1, 2, 3. Have you seen it? So we are going to take it again. Let's all pay attention. Let's all pay attention. At the count of 3, it's going to close. 1, 2, 3.
Go down, Moses, way down in Egypt land.
On this very path, about 300 years ago, slaves walked shackled, barefooted, tired and battered to the river to take their last bath. Underneath this bamboo grove flows a river locally referred to as Donko Nsio or the Slave River.
A praise boozing way down in Egypt now. Hello, hello, why don't you let my people go? I'm singing, go down, Moses.
We had a tree here known as a silk cotton tree. It's broken. You're not going to see it. And during the whole trance, we had a lot of ties being broken, a lot of families being separated from each other, and people who staged to avert the situation were killed and killed all over the place. If you were not killed, you were being punished. One feature of the silk cotton tree is that it has a very, very thorny part, which pricks. So you are being tied around it this way, and when you try to strangle, it pricks you. And you see a lot of blood oozing from your body. If you wanted to cry or shout for your life, they filled your mouth up with stones and being tied this way to make you keep mute so nobody hears you. Ideally, what we do is here is that we take off our shoes and walk the exact path as our ancestors did.
Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom over me. And before I'll be a slave, I'll be buried in my grave and go home to my Lord and be free. Oh, freedom. Oh, freedom. Freedom. Oh, freedom.
I just thought about the evil that it would take to treat other human beings like that, and the consequences that we've been paying for this for 400 years, and we're still paying for it. And I just don't understand humans' capacity to be that evil. And then when I found out there was a massive grave on the other side of my ancestors, because of what happened here, I don't know where I come from. I don't know who my people are. I don't know what my language is.
Feet have not a weary.
It's just overwhelming.
To the place for which
Before I'll be a slave, I'll be buried in my own grave. Go home to my Lord and be free.
Just renewing, understanding. You know, I appreciate the embrace and the desire to connect. So that's why I'm here as well. So I feel like this is a great effort, and I hope and pray that it brings about a healing that people want and desire. I understand our circumstances, and hopefully both sides, like I told my young friend, that both sides have suffered because of these things. Nobody came out clean. So when you understand that, then we both have to work to understand each other versus being angry at who did what and things of that nature. So because only a few benefited. So those few that benefited, we don't even know where they are. You know what I'm saying? But the rest of us, look at the rest of us. Look at you all are one of the richest continents in the world, but you suffer. So that's letting you know that you didn't come out clean either. So why should I be angry or mad?
Oh, freedom over me. And before I'll be a slave, I'll be buried in my grave and go home to my Lord and be free. Oh, free.
This is my first time. Been here about 7 days. I just got to the last bath here, and I'm changed, man. You walk in the water, and as soon as I got here, my heart started hurting. My head started pounding. I felt something I never felt before. It's heavy. You have to experience it for what it is. You can't. Books don't do it justice. Word of mouth doesn't do it justice. You hear him singing? That doesn't even do it justice. You have to experience, you have to let it in. You can't.
This is important for us because we have two young African American daughters who, as they get further and further away from the time, I don't know as much about civil rights as my parents do. They're coming back to where we came from, and they get a sense as they move forward and learn Black history in America, where it started. So we are grateful to be here and grateful for them to have this experience. So thank you.
So when I was asked to come here, my frame of mind was always changing anyway. I don't believe in religion. I don't believe in a lot of stuff that was taught to me within the high school, but this kind of gives you a little bit more clear understanding of your true being. And with this, it doesn't weaken me. It showed me how much power that I have as a Black man. And I think with this, I think every Black person from the U.S. should be here to experience this, to understand that we all one race as the African race. And right now, we need to focus on creating legacies for our young ones.
You go down there and look at the river, you get a feeling that this is it. This is it. This is the beginning of the second paragraph. When we come back, it's going to be here.
Be my woman, girl, I'll be your man. Be my woman, girl, I'll be your man. Be my woman, girl, I'll be your man. Get this $100 in your hand, Lord, in your
To book a tour of the Assin Manso Slave River or any other tourist site in Ghana, get in touch with Brand Elmina.